Hello, and welcome to the review for the Forest Hideout. First off, there's a few different ways that you can display this. The first way I've got here, it's the entire outside of the build is facing the same direction. Another option is you can actually, it's got hinges on it, so you could close it up so that it's in a tree with the kind of the inside encased in there that you can't see it. And then you could also, my preference is actually to kind of have the two plates here, have them at a 90-degree angle. I like that because if you were to add some other kinds of building structures here, you can kind of end up creating the kind of a fortress in a way of it being protected on all sides. So this is my preferred method here, is just to have it at a 90-degree angle. Let's look at some of the pieces and components here. First, what's really nice is these are printed pieces. These shields are really nice here, that you could even pull these off and it could be a shield that a character would hold. We've got kind of the area here where somebody from behind could be kind of peeking through but still be protected and hidden. It doesn't work quite so well if you try to put a minifigure behind here, because like for this guy here, I've actually situated him on top of the roof. This moves here, so that he's more visible. If you try to position him behind here, you just don't, it's hard to see him and to get the bow and arrow lined up. It just didn't quite work. So in order to have him more visible and on display, I've set him up here, or just put him somewhere else other than here. You can see that there's some arch pieces. If you swapped some of these out so it wasn't an arch, then you could probably move the center two over, and then you have a more open space here in the center that he actually could be behind there, visible, able to shoot at his enemies that are coming. So that's a possibility, as you may want to swap these pieces around a little bit. Then here on the other part of the outside, there is a bit of an opening so they can come and go from behind the structure. And a lot of these leaves here, because of the way the build is, you can adjust them up and down and maneuver them in different ways to however you would like those leaves to be oriented. On the inside here, there's this ladder for them to come up to the kind of the lookout area here. They also gave you a barrel there, and there's a few pieces that serve as coins. They're just 1x1 circle studs. They're not actual coins. And then the target here is actually meant to sit on the ground. But I kind of like attaching it here. You can maneuver it a little bit, that actually it would be serving as target practice for them, that they actually can shoot up at a target rather than having it positioned on the ground. On the ground it would just kind of sit like that. Overall, I think this is a great set to add if you're coming up with any kind of forest type build. Now, on its own, since it is supposed to be a hideout, it kind of serves its purpose better if you've got lots of other trees, other scenery, so that it can be hidden. If it's just a tree on its own, it may not be all that much of a hideout. I'll pull this guy off here so you can see it with the roof down. Here's the other character, give you a better view of her. Two characters total. Looks like the torsos are the same, just that one's a male and a female, different hair. This one has a hat. This would look well, actually, if you got your hands on two of these, to kind of have one with a 90-degree angle and then have another with a 90-degree angle, so then it kind of, you've got more protection for those that are going to be on the inside there. I'd also like to point out a couple other minifigure characters that they're not part of the set, but they would kind of go nicely in a scene with these characters. These are mostly from minifigure series of the past. We've got the little forest boy here. Here we've got kind of a goat type character. And then here we have another forest archer type. Has a nice hood there. Here is like another forest character. The shield here might actually you had to rearrange pieces a little bit because the backing, it's more of a handle rather than how these are set up here. But you could swap some of the pieces out. Instead of this being a piece with a hole, you could put a piece with a clip, and then you could take her shield and make that kind of your center display here for the tree. And here's another character, another kind of forest type character with the bow and arrow. And I'm losing pieces here. And this one here is actually part of the blacksmith set. So this is the only one here that's not actually a minifigure series. This is from the blacksmith. So those are a couple characters that probably, as I incorporate this into a larger build, that some of these characters might find their way into kind of the surrounding area along with this. This could also serve well as on maybe the outskirts of a castle, that it's kind of a lookout or a first defense, that they could alert the people to the castle that trouble is coming. But overall, some nice pieces. I really like getting the forest characters and the printed shields here, and the build itself it's a nice different kind of tree since it's doubling as a hideout. So I would recommend it's something, especially if you're looking at a forest build or a castle build, it would be a really good one to pick up. Thank you for watching.